It's all set here, the big stage, the big occasion.
A brand new legacy begins. Welcome to the Singapore Smash. Let's do this.
Here in Singapore for the very first one, where players will be competing for $2 million in prize money, the highest ever prize money at a sanctioned table tennis event. Each Grand Smash features a 64 singles player main draw and a 64 players qualifying draw, which is taking place right now, 24 pair doubles draws and 16 pair mixed draws. I know that everyone is super eager to see who's going to be playing who, but first some technical clarifications about the draw for today. Of the 64 players that will take part in the main draw, 50 players have been automatically accepted from the ITTF Table Tennis World Rankings or through winning their continental championships. Added to those 50 players are 6 wildcards and then 8 players coming from qualifying. As the qualifying draw was conducted on the 4th of March, all draws will be completed using the world rankings from the 1st of March. The top 8 men's and women's seeds, singles players will be the only seeds and will be given predetermined positions within the draw. All other players ranked 9 through 64 are unseeded, and there is no member association separation. That means from round 1, it's game on.
To welcome from China, world number 10, the Cloudwalker, the showman, Superman, Xu Xin. And joining him from Brazil, the thrill from Brazil, world number 3, Hugo Calderano. All right, Stephen, over to you for the draw proceedings.
Thanks, Adam. We like to do things a little bit differently at World Table Tennis. So earlier today, Tina and Demos, in the company of Vladimir Diaz, the coach of Adriana and Melanie, conducted the first part of the draw, which was to draw the unseeded players, those being players 9 through 64. We will now have a look at how the unseeded players for the women's singles draw fared. And there we have it. Adam, your first impression?
Well, a lot of familiar names that I'm excited to see play. We've got players from all continents. Let's see. Wow, Liu Shiwen back in action. That's exciting. A tough match in the first round there. We'll see who draws to play against Lily Zhang. We've got some, I don't know, a lot of players that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Feng Tianwei from Singapore herself. So, yeah, a lot of good names up there.
Super difficult draw from the very first go, as we said before. So some exciting matches that will get underway here from Friday. So as we all know, the number 1 seed, the newly crowned world number 1, Sun Yingsha, goes to line 1 on the top of the draw.
Ooh, a battle against Sabina Winter, Boom Boom Beanie from Germany. Big forehand, fast feet. We'll see, very different styles.
And that, of course, means that seed number 2, the Olympic gold medalist from China, Cheng Meng, goes to the bottom of the draw in position 64.
Whoa, Hitomi Sato, the chopper. She's incredible to watch. We'll see, though. The Chinese players come very prepared for taking down choppers.
So some exciting matches first up for the number 1 and number 2 in the draw. Now we need to see the draw for positions for seeds 3 and 4, who go into the top or the bottom half.
Alrighty, so now it's time to welcome Hugo, because we will have Hugo help us by determining where players 3 and 4 will go in the draw. But first, to do this, we have 6 Singapore Smash rackets. They're on display here. And by the way, if you're in Singapore, you can actually purchase these one-of-a-kind rackets from this very first inaugural event. We have a merchandise booth outside of OCBC Arena. Not only these special Singapore Smash rackets, but some sweet merch, some nice swag so that you can walk around representing your favorite sport in WTT. So a lot to look forward to here. Now each of these rackets has a number attached, and Hugo will have the honor of picking the first 2 rackets to determine who will go into position 17 of the draw.
And it is seed number 4, Wang Manyu from China, who goes into the top half and is on position 17.
Wow, so the world champion and Sunying Sha on the same half of the final 64. That's intense.
Wang Manyu opening up with a qualifier against a qualifier, correct? And then, of course, the number 3rd seed, Mima Ito, going into position 48, and will play Germany's Han Ying.
Ooh, Mima Ito had an incredible comeback against a very experienced German chopper with their short pips. 2 short pips, one an attacker, one a chopper. That should be a great match to watch. So I think now it's time that we have Shuxin help us. Is that right?
Correct.
So players 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be determined as the Cloudwalker takes those rackets, the Singapore Smash limited edition rackets, to determine the draw.
So players 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be drawn into their respective positions 16, 32, 39, and 49 in the order that they are drawn. So to go on position 16, it's seed number 6. Hina Hayata from Japan, who will play a qualifier in the first round.
Yeah, she's going to play someone who comes into the tournament fresh and ready to go, someone who's already warmed up in the flow, and it seems that we've got a next seed placed already.
It is seed number 7, going to position 32 against Brit Eland from the Netherlands. It's Du Hoi Kem.
Wow, Du Hoi Kem has pulled off some massive upsets over the years. She's been an outstanding player to watch, but Britt Ehrland in her own right has been really climbing the ranks in Europe. She's got a powerful backhand. She's got incredible mental game. So, again, another thriller to watch.
Indeed. So now we put the last 2 players from the seeds 5 to 8 into the draw. The next player goes to position 33. And it is seed number 5. So an all-China battle with Wang Yidi taking on Chen Xingtong.
That is a tough battle when you're in the round of 64. 2 of the best in the world, but that's how the draw goes.
Indeed it does, and of course the last player to go in is the number 8 seed, who will go to position 49. And that is Kasumi Ishikawa. So Kasumi Ishikawa up against Lily Zhang in the first round here at the Singapore Smash.
You know what? Lily is full of surprises. Kasumi Ishikawa, one of the last in the world outside of China to beat Chun Meng. She's been the big sister for the Japanese team for the last decade. Lily Zhang has knocked down some amazing players from Japan nonetheless. So another nail biter.
Lots of awesome matches coming up in the women's singles draw. Just to clarify that the qualifying is still currently taking place right now. The round of 16 will be completed from 5 p.m. local time here in Singapore tonight.
Long time no see, Hao Bu Jian. You've been entertaining the world for over a decade with your thrilling shots, your amazing play on the court. But this is the first ever Grand Smash, and it's in Singapore. I want to know, how does it feel to be a part of the very first Grand Smash, the Singapore Smash?
许昕你好，很久不见了。这次是你第一次来到新加坡参加这个大满贯，你对这一次的比赛有什么样的想法吗？
非常开心，参加第一次大满贯这样的赛事，非常隆重，也是有这么多优秀的选手都来参加。希望这次比赛，大家都会发挥出自己的最好的水平。希望这次赛事圆满成功，也希望我们都有一个非常好的成绩。
The thrill from Brazil. We've seen everything from you. Slam dunks on the basketball court, backflips, two-handed backhands. I just want to know, is there anything that you have in store for us, any surprises here in Singapore?
Not that I know of, so probably not. I mean, I'll just try to play table tennis here.
How about what's the capital of Monaco?
Monaco,
What's the capital of Singapore?
Singapore,
What's the capital of Montenegro?
Podgorica.
This is crazy. I did not prepare her from this. Awesome. Hugo, you're incredible. Good luck.
All right, let's have a look how the men's fared when the unseeded players were drawn earlier this afternoon.
Ooh, we got some choppers on this side as well. Some fighters, 2 choppers in the same quarter of the bracket there with Ruin Filus and Wang Yang. Got some behind the back specialists. Sweden's been going strong. Some of the Indian men. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy looking draw. A lot of exciting players to watch. Simon Gozi up there, Kirill Gerasimenko. I like it.
That looks like a very, very tough bottom quarter there. A lot of players inside the top 20 that will end up in Ma Long's section of the draw when he is placed in just a moment.
It's one of those things where it's a learning experience, it's an honor, but it's not the type of honor you want to have when there's so much prize money on the line, so many ranking points. Like, watch Ma Long play, but don't be on the other side of the table if you don't have to.
We promised excitement from round 1 here at the Singapore Smash, and the men's singles draw has certainly thrown up some very interesting first round matches. So I think we should get into finding out who's going to be the seeded players in their positions. So like the women's draw, the world number 1 and number 1 seed Fan Zhendong from China goes to the top of the draw.
So he's got Thiago Apollonia, who's been fighting incredibly well. I've been watching him play in the league. He's just getting faster and faster. A lot of feeling, very different styles for that first battle for world number 1.
And Ma Long, as the number 2 seed playing in his first official WTT event, goes to the bottom half of the draw in position 64.
Ooh, so the dictator has the freight train, Marcos Freitas from Portugal. Very steady game. We shall see. Marcos Freitas has, again, the greatest player in the game that we've seen in his first round here in the draw. So, tough battles always.
Indeed, particularly seeing China versus Portugal matches in both the number 1 and 2 spot and 63 and 64 spot. That just shows you the randomness of the draws. So we continue on and we repeat the process for the seeds number 3 and 4. So we will ask, who will we ask?
We'll ask Feng Tianwei to get started. Home court advantage, Feng Tianwei. Singapore Smash racket being pulled. Don't forget, you can get this at the merchandise store.
And it is seed number 4 going into the top half of the draw. Tomokazu Harimoto to play Kanak Ja in the very first round.
That should be fascinating. Tomokazu Harimoto has captured the attention of the world from the time he was 11 years old, but Kanak Ja just making it to the quarterfinals at the World Championships, going farther than his opponent, being really in good shape right now. So, 2 young players to battle. What's Feng Tianwei got for us now?
Holding up player, or seed number 3, who goes into the bottom half of the draw, which of course is Hugo. So Hugo will open his first round match against a qualifier, but is in the same section as Ma Long. So a potential semi-final there if both players can make it through.
That said, Hugo Calderano, currently world number 3. He's already beaten the most unbeaten player in the last 5 years, Fan Zhendong, under pressure. So we know that he can bring a lot to the table, even if he's playing somebody who's already warmed up from the qualifiers.
So we have 4 more seeds to go. So we say thank you very much to Feng Tianwei for help, and we bring in Sun Yingsha to pick out the first racket. And Sun Yingsha has chosen seed number 8.
Ooh, Shushin, the Cloud Walker.
So Shushin goes into position 16 and will open up against Singapore's Clarence Chu.
Well, Shushin's a very strong player, and it's funny, when you're playing someone in the home court advantage, you don't want to be there either because the whole crowd would normally be behind that player, and they will be cheering on Clarence, but we've got a lot of big table tennis fans, and you can't be a table tennis fan and not love Shushin, so I think it'll be a sort of home court advantage for both.
I think it'll be a very good match. I think we can expect both players to be walking down this catwalk for a table one match later on this weekend. The next player drawn out is seed number 7. Timo Boll goes into position 32 and has Gustavo Suboy from Brazil in his first round match.
So we got two lefties on that table. Timo Boll is in incredible shape. About 5 years ago, people asked if he was going to be retiring, yet he comes back to show how dominant he can be in his 40s. Gustavo Suboy, quite a legend himself, one of the top Brazilian players, is a very uncomfortable style to play. So we'll see how Timo adjusts to these quick, tricky shots.
Definitely looking forward to that one. Let's put the last two players into the bottom half of the draw. It is seed number 5. So Liang Jingkun goes into position 33 and draws Simone Gauzy from France in the first round.
Now, Simone Gauzy was responsible for the biggest upset at the 2019 World Championships, knocking out Shushin. So we know he's capable of beating top Chinese opponents. He's super tricky, but Liang Jingkun is in incredible form right now. He's steady, he's powerful. That is going to be a thrilling match to watch.
No doubt Liang Jingkun will be bringing his WTT contender Muscat form into the Singapore Smash this week. And of course, that means we can draw the final player into the bottom half, which goes on to position 49. It is seed number 6.
Ooh, Lin Wenru, the silent assassin, the island boy. Very strong, very smooth, and he's going to have to battle against someone who's well warmed up. He's had his ups and downs, but he's got the whole world watching him. After beating Ma Long a few times, I mean, he's beaten top Chinese opposition quite a lot. He's one of the greatest threats to the Chinese domination. And after medaling with Zheng Yijing at the Olympic Games, a lot of eyes are going to be on the silent assassin, Lin Wenru.
Another exciting position for Lin in the draw there, because of course, if him and Ma Long do make it all the way through, they will meet in the semi-finals. In the quarterfinals, I should say.
Well, that will be one thrilling quarterfinal. Again, the best players in the world here. You can't miss it, so a lot to look forward to.
Adam, that's all for the drawing of the seeds.
All right, thank you very much, Feng Tianwei. Thank you very much, Sun Yingxia. 谢谢你们. All righty. So other than that, let's see.
Well, I say thank you very much to Tina. That concludes her involvement in the draw today. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Tina Crotter for her help. Thank you, Tina. Best wishes for the event. And I think you're going to have a chat to our 2 stars.
Yeah, it's always good to talk to the players. All righty. This is cell phone time. So Feng Tianwei, old friend yet still very young. You've been a hero in Singapore for a long time now, a world champion, still one of the greatest threats to the Chinese domination. Does being here on home soil give you a warm, tingly feeling inside?
冯天威，新加坡的当地英雄，世界冠军，也是中国队的最强对手之一。再次在主场参加 WTT 比赛，心中是不是有一种暖暖的感觉？
很开心能够在新加坡主场参加第1届的这个大满贯赛事，然后自己也是非常兴奋吧，来到这个场地 OCBC Arena， 所以希望自己能够有好的表现，享受这个赛场吧，谢谢。
Yes, I'm very happy to be taking part in the inaugural Grand Smash in Singapore, and I'm thrilled to be back at the OCBC Arena again. I hope that I'll be able to enjoy this whole event and perform to my very best.
Awesome. We'll be looking forward to your very best as well. And now a question for Xia Xia, Sun Yingxia. World number 1. Not too bad. This is your first time playing in WTT since becoming world number 1. I want to know, you haven't lost a match yet in Singapore, not in your history in Singapore. What feelings can you share with your fans in Singapore?
莎莎，这是你首登世界第一次参加新加坡的赛事 WTT 的赛事。去年来到新加坡参加 WTT 的赛事，你也成功夺得女单冠军。你有什么想对新加坡的粉丝说的吗？
我觉得其实每次来到新加坡比赛，还是感受到了大家对我的支持还有鼓励吧。自己也希望这次比赛可以全力以赴，给大家展示更好的自己吧。
I'm very thankful for all the support from all my fans in Singapore, and I hope I'll be able to put up my best fight for this Singapore Smash event.